Hey there, hey there, hey there. Can you hear me? Out there, the people here. How you doing, Tori B? Take yourself off mute.
Sorry, I'm still on mute.
It's all right. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right, all right, all right. Happy Wednesday and hey to the people down to the X over here on YouTube and a couple of other platforms soon. Welcome to Happy Hour Wednesday. We're back on Wednesdays like we always are for the people. We got a jam-packed show today. We got a lot to get into today. So let's get right on into it. But before we do, we are almost at 500 subscribers. So if you're new here or if you're just here, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out whether or not this is a church you want to join before you join it, so you came in a couple of weeks, go ahead and click that subscribe button and subscribe to us so we can get to 500 subscribers in less than 3 months. We're 2 weeks shy of 3 months that we've been on the air, and we're almost at 500 subscribers. And I want to thank you guys so much over on X, over here on YouTube, showing us love on TikTok, all social media that you show us love on. Thank you so much. Also, I want to make sure that you guys continue to like the videos, comment on the videos, as well as join us in our group chat section when we're live, and turn your notification bells on. As my friend, he's my friend now, y'all, Carlos King likes to say, the notification bell. Turn the notification bell on and come on in the room, join us with the people, because we have a good time every time we ain't that right, Tori B? Don't we have a good time?
That's right.
We like to party, They like to party, We like to party. We like to party like Beyonce. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get right into today's agenda. Who in the room? Hey, Amanda K. How you doing, Bookie Doo? Hey, Demisio. Welcome on in the room. Our producers backstage. All right, 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 all right. Let's get right into it. Since we started off with music, we're going to go ahead and start off with Apple Music released their top 10 albums. Well, they released the top 100 albums, and this is their top 10 as fully released today. And I was wondering, because everybody's in an uproar, if you guys agree with the top 10 or the 100 as a whole. I'm not going to put all 100 of them up here. So here's the top 10. Uh, Okay, it's a little something in the way for us, but I think you can see
Yeah.
out there on TV land. So basically, number one was The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and number two was Thriller, so on and so forth. Tori B, did you agree with the list? Because I did not.
I mean, it's all of the genres. So it's kind of hard, right? I don't really listen to a lot of rock. I don't listen to a lot of popular music. I'm a hip hop head. I'm an R&B type girl. Cowboy Carter got me into a little bit more country. So I mean, I get it. I do understand why Lauryn Hill is number one.
I don't. I don't.
Maybe because you was a little bit young when it came
I
out.
wasn't. I was. That came out in '98, so I was 10. I was old enough. I
You were
remember it.
young.
Huh?
You was young.
But I was there for the impact. That was 97 and 98, I feel like is when I came into like my musical, like I'm following these artists, I'm actually purchasing these albums. I know what the album meant then, I know what it means now, and it means a lot to me in general. It does. Everything is everything was number one forever. Doo-Wop was number one forever on
This is
TRL when I would
why.
come on and watch. Like I know the
X
historical
Factor.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really number one on TRL, but you know what I'm saying? It was number one in our household. X Factor
Right.
is that girl. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. So I totally understand the historical significance of it, the lyrical content of it. I get it. I wholeheartedly get it. It is not a better album than Thriller for me. It's not.
I will agree. I was a huge. I'm gonna tell you who my trifecta was. The fact that I don't even know if a Whitney album, that's where, and a Mariah Carey album. All right. So for me, my main three were Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and Mariah Carey in the 90s. TLC was very important to me. So I agree that Crazy Sexy
Chelsea should have
Cool
been
should have
Crazy
been
Six
on
School
there.
should have been on there.
Right. That should
Absolutely.
have been there. Um,
Absolutely.
I also didn't agree with the Blonde album as yeah, I didn't agree with that. I
I don't
thought
even.
Channel Orange was,
People are still struggling to understand that freaking album.
I didn't like it.
I'm just starting to get into it, and that's because of Pink and White. I love Pink and White. I do.
No, Pink and White was a good one, but I just
Nikes,
was
isn't it Nikes?
Yes.
Nikes, they all just want to chat. Yeah, it was a couple of good ones on them, but the second half of the album, baby, went right over my head.
Pyramids. The Pilot Jones. Are you
That's
like?
on Channel Orange.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
my favorite Frank Ocean album.
because Nostalgia Ultra is even better than Blonde, the mixtape.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, listen, you got to understand. It's the same thing as the Oscars for me. This whole thing. So it's just
Well,
like
go ahead and pull up TKC's comment. Maybe Whitney. I think that one of Whitney's best
Whitney
albums
should have definitely been. I don't know what number they even ranked the Whitney album, but Whitney
is
should.
not on there.
All right, then they got it
Is it on
wrong.
there? I don't know if it's on there.
I didn't see it.
Demisio, you're the production assistant. I need you to go ahead and do a check on the Hot 100 list to see if any of Whitney Houston's albums made it. But I would say, from what I've heard from the Whitney catalog, and I've listened to it, I think her best album is My Love Is Your Love. And that's another album around that 98, 99, 97 time frame when I came into my musical renaissance. But like Velvet Rope isn't on there. Control is on there, which I get, yeah.
Okay, Control
Because
is on it.
Control is
Velvet
like,
Rope was a moment too. Yeah,
but
like they
but
both.
Janet had like 5 albums in a row that were consistent, like top to bottom. You can't get away from them kind of
The
albums.
Janet album too was fire.
The Janet album, the Velvet Rope,
Yeah.
All for You, Rhythm Nation. I mean, Rhythm Nation has like 7 top 10 singles on it. That album from top to bottom. Like, there's a lot of cases. Like, again, I'm gonna bring up Crazy Sexy Cool. And then if we're gonna talk about Mariah Carey, I don't even know what that comment is about because Mariah Carey has like just from top to bottom, like the Butterfly album. That's my favorite Mariah Carey album.
Vision of
Butterfly.
Love. I think whatever album that was, Vision of.
Vision of Love is the first album.
Yeah.
Um, the Mariah Carey album, and then of course the Emancipation of Mimi. Like, are you kidding me?
That was
Emancipation.
a moment.
Like, come on, dude. You gotta keep it real with yourself. I really feel like I'm glad to see that they put Stevie Wonder's. Could you bring that top 10 list back up for me again, production? I know I got them over there running over here trying to see, and they're running over here trying to do this. So let me see if we can get them to come back over here real quick. Come on back over here, baby, and put that top 10 up for your auntie. Okay, auntie will do it. Don't worry about it. I had him doing
Yeah,
something else.
because he's looking for the Apple Music.
I know. I had him doing something else. It's not his fault. Give me 1 second. It's not his fault. I am not mad at him, y'all. I know y'all be wanting him to call HR, but we do tough love around here. Because if I don't give you no tough love, that means I don't love you. Ugh, I can't believe I said the L word twice. Yes. Oh, the comment. Okay, let me remove TKC's comment so I can see who's number 10. Oh, number 10 was Lemonade, I think, right?
I don't even think that was Beyonce's best album.
It wasn't. You know what? I'm gonna say something that's gonna be controversial. It may or may not be controversial, but Lemonade is white people's top Beyonce album.
Okay, I can understand that because B-Day.
And that's
I would
not
say
saying
B-Day
that's not a
is,
racism. That's not like that's not me. Being racially provocative or any of those things. I just think that this album, for some reason, resonated so much with white people.
But
It really
Chase,
did.
what about the album that she actually had Shakira and Lady Gaga on? I would think that would
Well,
be.
Shakira's on B-Day and Lady Gaga's on I Am.
Okay, see, all right. I Am was a really like commercially successful Beyonce
Yes,
album.
I Am is
Because Single Ladies was on
Yeah.
it, and Single Ladies was a moment.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like really confused that Lemonade was number 10. Yeah,
Okay.
Lemonade was not my favorite. Like I would say B-Day was my first favorite Beyonce album, and then
B-Day is a moment in time for me, baby.
that's
I was
what I'm
gay
saying.
and free, honey.
I
during the
lived for
Lemonade
that
era.
version of Beyonce. I've had hair color. I was like, I gotta have the hair color that Beyonce had in B-Day. I was like, now have to do that. But I mean, what's the one where she's screaming at the top of her lungs? She was screaming on the song.
Ring the Alarm?
Ring the Alarm was a moment.
Ring the Alarm.
Yes.
But on this particular list, never mind. I've never listened to that Nirvana album, but I know that it is a classic moment in grunge music history. Purple Rain. Oh my God, Purple Rain.
I agree. Purple Rain. Yeah, Purple Rain.
obsessed with Purple Rain. And I'm glad they also put his one of my favorite Prince albums. It's probably my favorite Prince album actually altogether. Is on the list. Sign of the Times from '87. Oh my God, that album's amazing. That's
Yeah,
also on the list. Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder is absolutely one of the best albums of
all
all
time. Yeah,
time. That
absolutely.
album, oh my God, Stevie was in his big bag, honey. Good Kid, Mad City, Back to Black by Amy
Amy
Winehouse.
Winehouse was that girl. Oh my
I've
God.
never listened to. I think I have listened to it.
Yeah, you have. You just don't realize it's Amy Winehouse.
No,
So,
no, no. I know. I've listened to it. Amy kind of turned me off, but that song when she was saying the N word, so
oh,
I
okay.
don't want to throw no shade on the dead. I'm not gonna throw no shade to the dead people, so we're not gonna do it. Because she's not here to defend herself, but
But
I
her
saw a song. I
voice,
didn't like it.
her
I didn't like it.
voice, her voice.
I don't care. Her voice is saying the N word in that song, and I didn't like it.
Valerie. Back to
Valerie.
I love Valerie.
All right. And of course Adele is in there. Which Adele album was that again?
The 24.
That must be Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, my favorite Adele song used to be Chasing Pavements. Should I give up or should I just keep chasing pavement? Yeah.
All right, we got a confirmation. No Whitney is on there, nor a Mariah album. They got that
Wow.
all
Not
the way
even The
fucked up.
Bodyguard.
That soundtrack.
Oh my God, that soundtrack. The Bodyguard. Well, The Bodyguard is very top heavy because the rest of it, but the top of it is like some of the greatest music you'll ever hear. And they're all Whitney cuts. Like Whitney laid that album on like 5 to 6
Share
amazing cuts.
my life.
What about this one? I wanna run to you.
Yes, that one.
I wanna run to you.
Yeah, they robbed Whitney. I don't know what.
And why ain't no Clark sisters on now?
They don't really put. I ain't seen no gospel. You saw gospel on there? I ain't seen no gospel on there.
I know the Clarks. Let me get on a tweet right now. Where the Clark sisters at? But all right, we're gonna move on. All right, you guys, we're gonna move right on because I had the pleasure of exclusively interviewing Yandy Smith and Porsha Williams at the launch of their shop this weekend with Bloomingdale's in Lenox Square. And Porsha was showcasing her Pampered line, and Yandy was also showcasing her Yo Cosmetics line. And so it's skincare, cosmetics, everything is on there. So we want to go ahead and play that interview. So let me go ahead and hope this is the right one because it's me. So we never know. The two black women in Bloomingdale's, it's a big deal. How do you feel about being here and partnering together at this place, at this time, in this moment? What's so special about now?
I feel amazing. I feel amazing to be here. This is a retail that is so luxury. We've grown up with Bloomingdale. It's been around for 20 years. So to be able to make my mark here and have my children see it and have other amazing entrepreneurs see it, you can make it. Doesn't matter where you come from, how you do it, you can get here.
Can you?
And I feel like there's no better time than sisterhood at this very moment. And, I feel like God, He appears and He works through people at certain times in your life. And Yandy gave me a call out the clear blue. She had launched her skin company, Yale, here a couple of weeks prior and said, hey, sis, what you think about bringing Pampered by Porsha sheets to Bloomingdale's? I'm like, yes. And she stepped in, put me on with everyone. And now we're here representing as sisters. We will be the black-owned companies of Bloomingdale's, which will be absolutely amazing.
Oh my God!
And we are groundbreaking.
Yes, because this is what it's all about. Showing them that you guys can do whatever you want to do.
And be united.
Absolutely, because you guys have been in reality TV for a long time, and there's not a lot of unification in reality TV.
Right.
But you guys are showing that that's completely different. When was the last time you had to yell at someone, and when was the last time you pampered someone? You better answer.
Okay, the last time I had to yell at someone. No, pamper. Oh, pamper. The last time I was Okay, so I did my husband's face the other day. And he got pampered.
Okay.
He deserved it, so he got pampered.
Yeah, you better pamper that man.
I love that. Okay, Yale.
Will you be yelling this season? We gonna get that gonna be yelling.
Well, I am going through the woods. I've been yelling a lot. I've been yelling a lot. But I've also been pampering myself. So
I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah. Ooh. I'm joking. I'm joking.
She didn't give you no sheets to review? Porsha, send us some pampered. I would love to try you on your sheets, and I got a beautiful bed, child.
I do too, but you know how the rich stay rich, honey. So you know that why I don't get no damn sheets. However, I was honored to be able to do that. So I want to thank Epi Media for allowing me to interview them and air it here on No Chaser TV. And also a funny story. When I got there, and you know, I finally got my opportunity to interview them. Porsha pulls me aside very quickly, not pulled me aside, but just said, "We got time for about 2 questions, okay?" So I'm like, fuck, I had a whole thing. If I could show you the list of questions I had, I was going to get into some tea, honey. I had questions for Yandy and Porsha, and I only got 2. So those are the 2 that I got in. But Porsha, being who she is, even though I didn't necessarily ask her about what was going on with her and Simon, she still gave us a little insight that she's been yelling. And since she gave us that insight that she's been yelling, and we all know that that Tori B is obsessed with this Porsha and Simon drama, we're gonna get right into it with our Real Housewives of Atlanta expose, because there's a lot of tea going on. The new season is finally filming, and these girls can't keep their binds. What I was gonna say something else. Let me not say that. I'm glad I love that. These girls cannot keep their ass off social media, spoiling it for everyone. But since they're spoiling it, we might as well talk about it, right?
Yep.
All right. So give me 1 second. Here we go. I should have marked this, but I didn't. So oh well. Oh hell well. So as you all know, Porsha and Dennis have been arguing back and forth on social media. And I think Simon, I'm gonna let you know what, Tori B. You take it away and tell us what Simon said, and then tell us what Porsha said, please.
Okay, so this particular video that's it's a photo, is actually too much because we're not supposed to be knowing the storylines or what's happening on the show. So this is of Shamia celebrating her birthday, and her husband gifted her a Rolls Royce. So Simon took it upon himself to say, congratulations, my good sis Shamia Morton. I'm happy for you. My brother Gerald has excellent taste in fine automobile. Look forward to watching the only cast member on with a Rolls Royce. Messy ass Simon. And then...
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Then we have Porsha with the snapback. Or should I say the clapback?
Yeah, she might have snapped back, but yeah, clap back.
Porsha says, Simon, don't forget a debt-free husband who is a U.S. citizen. My bestie is winning. Welcome to RHOA, Queen Mumbai.
Okay, so then Simon has been trying to clear his name all over social media. I did not bother to capture it because he's not a housewife. But Kenya Moore did go ahead and chime in, and she said, Tori B.
Simon, I have a Rolls Royce, but I bought my own.
So I guess that was her way of showing some sort of support to Porsha and Shamia by checking him and letting him know, baby, no. She's not the only one, and I've had mine, and I bought my own, so don't do it. Don't pull it. And then let's see here. I think this is the last comment that we got.
Yes. So Porsha posted this on her story. Being single and not wanting nobody is a different type of healed. Whereas Mr. Dennis McKinley commented and said, come on home, boo. Woo, child. This is a love triangle. It's been a love triangle for a long time. Okay, Dennis.
I mean, is it a love triangle? Because where's the love?
Let me
go ahead and put this up before I get to reading.
Yeah, this has been a crazy dynamic from the start. Remember, Porsha had her own spinoff which got way too physical for my liking. And so this is very interesting. Their whole dynamic, all three of them, has been crazy. So I don't know. It's messy as hell.
I'm glad that you took the time to speak because my impulses were going to say something about Dennis and animals allegedly, but I'm not going to do it. Um,
Child.
we're going to move on from that, because he, in more Real Housewives of Atlanta tea, it seems like Portia and the new girl Kelly are beefing. It's what I'm getting from it because she keeps saying like that girl Kelly or the restaurant lady. She's throwing her little shade at Kelly, and Kelly looks to be like a little short stick of dynamite. So I guess that's a feud leading into this season that we'll see. I think Shamia's friends report with Kelly, so maybe they do know each other, but Portia's not giving her anything. Desert does throwing a lot of shade at Kelly, so we'll see. I don't want to see anything play out, but it looks
And,
like Kelly going these new girls, they'll fight Portia back, so she may want to be weary. Why, just watch out.
and told Kelly's business. Told
Oh, yeah,
Kelly's
it's about Kelly getting divorced, correct?
Yeah, like that wasn't like I'm gonna be honest with you. Portia's telling too much business.
I think it's Bravo directed though because she can't tell anything that Bravo doesn't want her to. If Bravo didn't want her to, she would have been like, "Well, I can't say nothing," because they definitely get the girls when they get the girls. So I honestly think that this was a part of the new strategy for Bravo is to get these new girls out there, get social media going, get a buzz around them. But it's becoming a backlash because people just want a little bit, but they don't want everything. They
I
want to be
don't want
spread.
everything. Like we already see that Shamia got a Rolls Royce for her birthday. She's spilling the tea on these people's marriages, but I kind of understand it a little bit if that is their strategy. I'm gonna say this. Um, Oakley, I forgot her first name.
Angela,
Angela Oakley doesn't have a huge following. And neither does Britt, right? I don't
none of them
think.
have a lot of
I don't.
followers. They're,
Yeah,
they're 4,000 and 5,000.
yeah. They don't have a huge following, so they need to get their numbers up. They're not out there. They're not influencers. That's why I thought Ming would be a good fit, but I guess she
I
didn't
still
test
think she
well.
would, but whatever.
Yeah, but I guess she wasn't a good fit. But to be honest, it's yeah. You get. I'm gonna be annoyed if I already know some of the storylines that's already evolving. So, I wish they would hold back just a little bit. I'm excited. I know for a fact Angela is going to be a firecracker. Her husband is Charles Oakley. He's a firecracker by himself. So yeah, and he fights. So
Well, we're going to see what happens. Those clips were courtesy of the RHOA talk on Twitter, and they also released this video of Shamia's birthday.
yeah,
All of the ladies were in attendance, Cynthia Bailey and Kenya Moore included. And Cynthia Bailey went ahead and finally gave us comment on her return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she says, I feel like the show has been just okay for the past couple of years. No shade, but it just has. And it has not thrived the way Atlanta has always thrived. We were number one for so long, and to watch it not be number one was really hard. Even sitting on the sidelines, it really, really was. So I think some new blood was needed. And from what I can tell, these ladies seem like they really have it going on. And I'm so excited to meet them. I've always been open to the idea of popping in and out as a friend. I did it last season, and my fans loved it. Um, she goes on to further cement that Bravo was able to work around my schedule, just letting me get in where I fit in, and they made it known to me that they were interested in me being full-time friend of the show, and being a friend in a more official capacity this time around. And so now we have Cynthia Bailey back. I'll be honest with you. I think Cynthia, as I think I said it last week, Cynthia's back because Candy didn't come back. But what we saw, the little bit of Cynthia that we saw last season, and I know Jasmine reviewed the Real Housewives of Atlanta last season as well. She's in the comments. Hey, Jasmine. Um, I think that it's a good idea because in those 2 or 3 scenes, every time Cynthia came in, she got the story popping and she got it popping quick. She sat down. So why don't you girls like each other? She didn't even sit down. She was sitting down and was saying it like, let's get right to it. She got some dialogue going. So I'm all okay for Cynthia being there and doing what she needs to do to get these storylines moving along. And I think that she'll probably be happier in that role. Now, lastly, in the Real Housewives of Atlanta T front, everybody is upset about casting. We know that Mean didn't get on the show, but another person, courtesy of the RHOA Talk, who wants to let it be known that she has been approached on more than one occasion and has not gotten a job, is Prima Donna. Production, please move that comment for me, sir. Girl, I think okay. I think I'll be giving. I don't know. I think I'll be. Oh Lord, Jesus! I think I'll be giving them breaks or something. I don't know what's going on. Well, go ahead and read that comment. I'm going to move this, but go ahead and read the comment from Prima Donna.
Me, I'm the spark. Now, whoever is on the cast that keeps telling producers they will quit if I join, please stop. I come in peace or pieces, dice and diamonds. I done interviewed 3 times now. Okay, I spilled it. Oops.
Go ahead and remove that for me, production, please. By selecting the picture. As a matter of fact, don't remove it. Leave it up. Read it one more time for me.
Me, I'm the spark. Now, whoever is on the cast that keeps telling producers they will quit if I join, please stop. I come in peace or pieces, dice and diamonds. I done interviewed 3 times now. Okay, I spilled it. Oops.
I will leave the show if she comes. So
yeah, I'm not. Wasn't she on Love and Hip Hop?
She is on Love and Hip Hop, but she never gave me Love and Hip Hop. And I felt like the criticism of Prima Donna before she joined. I know her first season of Love and Hip Hop, back like season 4, people felt at that time, that was years ago now, people felt that she may have been more suited for Housewives. I have not watched her on the subsequent spinoffs or the Miami series, so I don't know what Prima Donna's giving now, but back then that was what she gave to the people. So I don't know whether or not she gives Housewives or not. But I mean, oops, I told it. Like, it's not a oops, it's not a gimme gotcha. Nobody knew that you interviewed. And I'm telling you, I helped cast on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12, and not 12, 11. My recommendation actually made it. You know how I recommended?
Who?
I'm gonna gag. I have been in this thing. I've been doing this thing for a long time. I recommended Shamari DeVoe.
I thought they should have gave Shamari another.
Y'all had shitted on Shamari so bad that first half of that season.
I liked Shamari. She was fun.
She loving hip hop. She always drunk. So by the end of that reunion, it was about. I feel like they had already made their decision, and they offered all that contract that they offer people when they don't want to outright fire them, allegedly, when they give you reduced episodes, and allegedly her husband said she wasn't going for that, and y'all paying her out to be the town drunk. Everybody ended up loving her by the end of the season, but that's because y'all don't give people a chance.
I liked Shamari. I didn't see nothing wrong with Shamari.
I don't know Shamari DeVoe personally, but I just recommended her because, of course, I knew she was from Black. She stayed in Atlanta, and her husband was Ronnie DeVoe of the legendary New Edition, and they were like an Atlanta music couple. They were looking for music connections, just, the Atlanta thing, right? And so I just was like, I recommended a lot of people, actually. Shamari was one of them, and a couple other girls I recommended that either A, did not want, or B, just didn't make the cut for whatever the reason. But when the press release came out and Shamari was on, I was like, wait a damn minute. Because they don't tell you after you do your thing. They don't tell you anything, right?
Yeah.
They don't tell you and that season was a season that it was like radio silent on social media in regards to what was happening with filming. So we really didn't know, that she was on the show. But yeah, I just know for the people in the group chat that I did not recommend Prima Donna. So there's that. All right. Let's move on.
I wouldn't be here for her joining. I'm not a fan.
But why? But see, here's the thing I be having, the issue that I have with y'all, and I said it about me, not y'all, but just people. Y'all know who y'all are, who say like girls like mean, too ghetto and stuff like that. I, first of all, hate that word ghetto. I try not to use it, especially in relation to Black people, because what is ghetto?
I wouldn't call her ghetto. I just
said, and those the ladies with that type of aesthetic, right? And my thing is, if mean ghetto, so was Nene Leakes. And that's all I got to say about that. And what did Nene Leakes end up being? The greatest Real Housewife of all time. Now put that on the Hot 100. Because at the number one of that list is going to be Nene Leakes. And if it wasn't no Nene Leakes, you wouldn't have had no damn beat going because wasn't nobody going to sit around and watch Kim Zolciak, Deshaun Snow, Lisa Wu, and Sheree Whitfield by themselves. You needed a firecracker, a spark, an energetic person to get that thing going. So when y'all call the girls ghetto, I do not be here for it. Because even if I am ghetto, I deserve a seat at the table too.
That's not my issue with prima donna though.
Well, what's your? I was just saying in general for the girls that you ghetto. Now, what's your issue with prima?
She's just not my type of. She's not my aesthetic. But I think.
All
all right.
What do you say aesthetic? What does that mean?
So what I mean is, all right. You gonna get mad?
I'm not.
She might not be as palatable for a broad audience. Not ghetto.
Fuck that. Yeah, I am gonna get mad.
I told you.
So then why is that? But that's a broad audience. So her aesthetic, you don't want to see someone who looks like her on the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
No, not that. So for me, right?
Right.
I'm in a huge market. I'm in New York. What I'm thinking, I can't just think about me. I got to think about the whole audience. You got to think about how, even though Atlanta grew to be that girl, because they actually came up, right? We saw them come up from very low, from their budgets just kept going up. We see the difference between Nene season 1 and Nene season 8, 9, 10. Come on, but for me, I don't know what she's giving. I don't see it. I didn't care for her on Miami. I don't watch Miami. That's really not my thing either.
I ain't going for it. You want to know why I'm not going for it? Because I am a fat, black, loud gay man. And everybody tell me I should be on TV. Everybody tell me I should be on reality. And I have a fear of even trying to do it. I'm just saying, but I have a fear of even trying to do it because I don't think I'm ugly, honey, because baby, no. She's not, okay? But I don't see what I give in my aesthetic on a national platform. So because historically it is not something that is presented, right? I don't think that even though I know I have what it takes to do anything that I want to do in this life, in this world, that I would be cast to do anything like that because I'm not palatable. And I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I got to be honest with you. I think it's a crock of bullshit.
What's her branding? What's Prima Donna's brand?
I thought Prima Donna was like a chef, and she was doing her seasoning line, and is like a cook. Cooks. I know she had the waist trainers. That's what blew her up at first. Right. The waist trainers. Then she had like the slow cooker kind of thing, the pressure cooker, and then her seasonings and stuff like that. So it seems to be based off of like, what do they call that kind of stuff? Like a personal brand, but it's a word they use for personal brands. I'm sorry. But it's something like that. It's like, I feel like it's relatable. I feel like it's the Atlanta thing. Look who they cast.
She's an entrepreneur. That is a good way to brand her. And who said it? I ain't saying nothing about her having broad shoulders. Don't put that in my mouth. She doesn't have a broad appeal. What I mean is she's regional. Not really like, let's say, like she is. Somebody like.
So when are we going to change that? When are we going to make girls like her national?
She got to do something else. I don't know.
No, she don't. Y'all need to do something else. Because everybody, let me tell you something, okay? The people, 9 times out of 10, the people who be hollering about what's acceptable, what's palatable, what's this, what's that, are not themselves. So, for me, someone like Preston is not fat, okay? But Preston is not conventionally like, when you see gays on television, they're like 6 packs, abs, 6 foot plus, chiseled face, chiseled physique, especially across Bravo when they're white twinks, okay? So Preston, even though I'm not his biggest fan as far as the show is concerned, I'm his biggest fan as far as what he brings to the table because it's something different, it's something much needed, and it's something that deviates from the norm, okay? I know people were
What is
so
his brand, though? What is his brand? What does Preston do?
He's a black advocate who is on television
attorney.
as a consultant, but who gives a shit about what his brand is?
It is kind of important though.
But he's on a national television show where he can take the scope of that show and build a brand if he does not already have one. What's Bria's brand?
I don't know. She sorry. Don't she live
What's
on the Upper
Jordan's
West
brand?
Side? I don't know.
I just really feel like that's a bunch of
Bria
bullshit you're talking today, Tori B. I do. I gotta be
I'm
honest.
just asking you. You have to have a brand. It's the
No,
same
you
thing.
don't.
It's the
No,
same
you
thing.
don't. What was Nini's brand?
That was how many years ago? How many years ago was that?
What is anybody's brand?
I'm asking you a question. How many years ago was that?
That was over 15 years ago.
Okay,
So
it's different now. So
it's not different. It is different now, but why does it need to be different? Why can't these people be on television being
I don't
themselves?
make the rules, boo. What I'm trying to tell
you
you
uphold the rules, boo.
No, I'm telling
and rules
you.
are for fools, and rules are made to
As
be broken.
somebody who works in corporate America,
you can be the change.
I don't make the rules.
But you can write your own.
But we don't make the decision. All right, let me explain it to you in music terms.
I know everything you're saying. I just don't agree with it. I know.
All right, don't agree with it. I'm just saying.
Are a bunch of bullshit, and you up here spouting them is a bunch of bullshit.
You got to work within the system, and that's
I know, but we can't work within the system when you won't let the bitches in the door.
So tell the corporate people that.
Because y'all don't think they're palatable. Y'all don't think they're palatable. But then again, we sit up here all the time and say that Bravo does not understand its black audience. So then we tell black people they're not palatable when there's definitely somebody 9 times out of 10 who can look at Prima Donna and say, I relate to that bitch. She's a millionaire. Somebody related to it.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So then that means she has a what? An audience. You don't get that. You don't get to be a millionaire without having an audience, boo.
She do have an audience. It's just
the great thing about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the great thing even in music terms about a girl group is if I don't identify with them other 5 bitches, I identify with this one. There's a lot of shows I don't identify with any of them, and that's okay. I don't agree. Give me some comments.
Bravo said he's not for that platform. I'm gonna just leave it as that.
I mean, that's your square, but I don't agree with anything that you're saying. And
but here's the other thing.
If you gave me a better reason why she's not for that platform, I would agree. But I'm always never gonna be here for palatable being.
Do you watch Love and Hip Hop Miami?
No, I don't.
Then you prove my point.
No, that doesn't prove your point. Why do you think I don't watch Love and Hip Hop Miami?
I don't know why.
Okay, so then what point did I prove?
I'm asking you, do you watch? She's on there.
I said no, but then you said I proved your point, but that's not why I don't watch.
Okay,
I don't watch Love and Hip Hop because I auditioned for Love. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop anymore because I auditioned for it and I didn't get cast on the show because they didn't go with gays that year. Okay, so I just was on a boycott from Love and Hip Hop. So there it is.
I don't watch Love and Hip Hop at all.
But there are people who do.
Right. So I'm not their audience.
But guess what? The people, you don't watch that, but there are people who do that watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. We always say all the time, blackness is not a monolith, but we continue to make, we continue to cast people. We continue to cast people that prove otherwise. And then we say, when you cast somebody like Sleep Study, what the sleep number name is, sleep apnea, what's her name?
Which one, Jordan?
No. Who was on Beverly Hills and is no longer on Beverly Hills? What's her name?
Crystal? Which one?
No, Crystal's not black.
Anna Marie.
Yeah. When you cast someone like Dawn Marie because she's palatable and then she gets up there and says the proper bullshit, then all of us be mad. I just think that for every Anna Marie, there's a room for another prima donna. And it looked like to me they got 3 or 4 of them already on there, so that's fine with me. But because prima donna is not palatable, is not a viable excuse for me as to why she should not be cast for this show. Maybe she does not test well with this friend group. Maybe she didn't do good in the environment. Maybe, but I have been on the other side of Bravo casting where they have specifically told me, helping them cast Summer House before there was a Martha's Vineyard, that, they're not necessarily looking for a certain they're not looking for black people in a certain way, the way they told me. But what they told me was they were looking for black people at that time, right? The person that I recommended ended up getting on The Bachelorette. Now, if that ain't palatable, I don't know what it is.
Well, child, they tried to cast me for Bachelorette. Here we go.
Okay, but I know somebody who got on the show. I know somebody who was a Bachelorette or whatever you call them. What do you call them, ladies?
I don't know. I don't know.
She wasn't a Bachelorette, but she was on The Bachelor, and she was actually like one of the ladies.
One of the contestants.
One of the dates. One of the contestants. Yeah. So if you can get on The Bachelor, you definitely can get on some White People Summer House. That's all I got to say, because you're palatable. You know what I mean? You're definitely palatable to be on that show. So, anywho, we're gonna move forward. The people in the comments are going off, child. Now, Torby, you got your first. That's gonna be your first ass one, because I think they're gonna get you, girl. I really do.
They're not gonna get me. People agree with me.
A lot of people don't, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. You're not gonna always agree with us.
Prima Donna
because people was jumping on my ass
suited.
about Wendy. People jumping on my ass about Wendy, and it is what it is. It is what it is.
Prima Donna would be better suited for Now That's TV or Zeus. Thank you, Donna J.
She be on the TV fighting, so she fights. She's a fighter.
No, I don't watch. I don't know. I don't watch.
I'm asking whoever that was who said that. Whoever said that. Prima Donna's been on that fighting.
I don't watch that stuff.
Because if that's the case, then we can say Porsha would be great for Zeus and Now That's TV as well, right?
Somebody said, oh, TKC said Prima Donna was in the door. She blew it. That could be also it. I mean,
they don't interview you more than once if they don't want to, baby. That's all I know. Trust me when I tell you, they ain't coming. If they don't want you, they don't want you.
So she probably didn't test well then.
That's what it was.
Oh, and somebody said they wouldn't work with her. That's what she.
Well, she's saying in her tweet that somebody said they wouldn't do it if she did it.
Right.
So, but that's Atlanta for you. As opposed to us getting that good drama on that TV show and figuring out why. I feel like there's a couple of girls on Love and Hip Hop who will probably do great in Real Housewives of Atlanta environments, because, like it or not, just as we said earlier, that you have to have a brand, and this is not 15 years ago or whatever when Nene Leakes joined the show. It is not 15 years ago, and the black women in their mid to late 30s, early 40s, maybe even 50s are not the same set of women that they were 15 to almost 20 years ago. The things they want now then, and I can't speak for, I'm not a black woman, so I'm not trying to speak on behalf of black women, but I stayed in Atlanta and I've been around these people. They just in our mindset as black people in general, people do want family, they do want children, but they also want careers. They're also waiting a little longer now until they have more financial stability, with money being crazy right now. Like, as opposed to, if you didn't get married by your 20s and have children in your 20s, then, they felt like 30s is too old, and what are you doing? You're never going to be married. You were undateable. That's not the case anymore. You know what I mean? So things have just changed. Priorities have changed, and they're more in line with the times now. And I actually feel like the cast that we have might bring us a great show, and I'm actually looking forward to them. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and move forward. That's the debate. Me and Tori B ain't gonna always agree, and I'm going to say Tori B has known me for years, and Tori B, is this me?
Yep.
Baby, if I don't agree, well, let's talk about it.
He don't like Wendy, and I do.
Well, what you want them to beat me up now? What's that about? You can't just take your lashes. I got to get mine too. Good Lord. The people, ooh, geez Louise. Hey, to the people, it's so many people in the group chat. And it's a lot of new people in the group chat. So, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining us. This is Happy Hour here at No Chaser TV. And I decided not to be on that yak today. I'm going a little, what, because this weekend is a holiday weekend. And I'm going to be toe up from the floor, what school? Toe up from the floor, what school? We're almost to 500 subscribers. We're like 491 last I checked. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that comment section. Turn your notification bells on, like our good friend Carlos King says. And subscribe to the channel. Get us to 500. And, I have a surprise for y'all if y'all get us to 500. How about that? A surprise. All right. Surprise, surprise. With that being said, we want to talk about something that I didn't tell Tori B about, but oh well, she's a professional and she can go ahead and talk about anything, because I want to know what you guys thought about this. This was sent from one of our good friends of the show, Sammy. He said this will be great for, oh dang it. He said this will be great for happy hour.
Figure it out, child. Figure it out. Yeah, I'm always here for a good debate.
All right. So this is courtesy of the Neighborhood Talk. Tori B, could you read that, please? I hate that that's in the way. It's all gone.
Too harsh. Woman has weeks to live after doctor refused to transplant her partner's liver after discovering she drank while on the wait list. In Amanda's case, you're seeing someone being told you didn't follow doctor's orders, so we're not going to help you. We're going to let you die. What?
Okay. Now here's the Tito, y'all. Now y'all see this, right? The people watching. Do the people in the comment section have it going on? The group, aka the comment section, aka the group chat. Do y'all have it going on? The people on X and Twitter, what y'all thinking about this? Because they told that lady we are not going to give you that. Is that a kidney, correct?
Yep.
They told you not going to give her that kidney, but there's more because they put her on a strict no
Liver. I'm
drinking.
sorry, liver, not can.
Liver. I'm sorry, I knew liver. They put on a strict restriction of alcohol, and she continued to drink alcohol up to the surgery, and that is why they refused her. And so now she's going to die. There's an uproar that people say that they should save her, but I think that the rules were no alcohol, and she decided to. Well, she didn't decide. I think that she may have a battle with alcoholism, is what they're saying. She's been drinking since her teen years, and that is why they have refused her the liver. And now she is looking like she's about to be up out here, dog. I don't take nothing serious, dude. Like she's about to be out the door, y'all. So I want to know, and this is what I want to do. I want to do something. And now I'm going to go ahead and drop this phone in here, right? I want
I'm a
somebody
little
to call
shocked.
me. Huh?
I'm shocked. I mean,
What?
but you're not
You can go ahead
taking
and
it
give you, but let me
seriously.
say this. I'm going to go ahead and drop the phone in because I really want to know what you guys think about this. So if one person can give us a call and tell us what you think about this, just one person, and Tori B, while we wait on that phone call to come in, go ahead and tell me what you think. Do you think it's wrong that she didn't get it even though she disobeyed doctor's orders?
All right. So how I'm processing this is I actually recently had a friend who suffers from diabetes and was in the ICU. So
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, and I say this for a reason. We gotta take doctor's orders seriously because it's the same thing in his case. You have to. The liver is something that filters all that stuff out. They're telling you you can't drink alcohol for a reason. So you didn't take this seriously. You knew this was a life or death situation. Those wait lists for organs are years long. And it's very strict. So if you're not going to take this seriously and not drink, then why should we take you seriously? And that's unfortunate, but it's the truth. There are other people waiting for livers and kidneys and whatever other organs. So if you're not going to take it seriously, this is what happens. I'm sorry, it's unfortunate, but as humans, we have to do better. If you wanted to live, you should have stayed off the alcohol.
All right. We got our caller in for this particular topic. Hey, Amanda K. So great to see you up here with us.
Hey,
And what you think about this? Do you think she should have gotten the liver transplant, or do you think the rules and she disobeyed them?
I think she should have followed the rules. I mean, I have a question. Is the liver going to go to someone else?
Now that I wasn't able to ascertain from the document that was released, but I hope it just doesn't go to waste.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
my thing.
they
It's
ain't going to wait. They're not going to waste no organs. This, like I said, the waiting list is extremely long for. I mean, there's a whole movie about it. John Q.
oh, yep.
So you
Okay.
wasting it.
Yeah, I
Well,
think that she should have followed the doctor's orders. And honestly, that's what happens. Like you said, she should have followed the doctor's orders.
oh man. All right. Well, there y'all heard it. Thank you, Amanda K, for all of your support and
All
everything. I
right.
really appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you, Amanda. That's my girl right there, Amanda K. All right, you guys. I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of there. Let's talk about that. See what the people are thinking about it.
Take your health seriously, guys. Like like I said, I have a friend who is kind of in a similar situation. Sometimes they don't take life seriously, and sometimes they just don't follow what the medical advice is. Please do so. Take care of yourselves.
It's all right now. You heard Tori B. She's got it right
I
on the
tried to
head.
be serious. Now,
No,
Chase is unserious.
no, I am serious. I don't know
No,
what to
when you
say
was
because
laughing
y'all know how I
earlier.
am. I really like. I just advocated for fucking prima donna. Okay. So you know I'm an advocate for that lady to be out there marching, but no, she dead ass wrong. But baby, you was wrong, man. I just be feeling conflicted, you know, because like you wrong, but I mean I want you to live, sis, but I can't want you to live more than you want you to live.
Period.
That's the word, bird. Bird, bird, bird. That's the word. And speaking of the word on the street, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast has officially been confirmed today, despite many rumors by Bravo. And this is your cast. Garcelle Bouvet. Production, go ahead and move that comment for me for just a little bit, baby. Thank you so much, Demetrio. You're just doing everything for the people. You're working it out.
Not okay, Ayanla, Mel.
Who said that?
Mel.
Well, you better get into me, baby, because baby, one thing about it, I won't get into you. Yeah. Um, okay, I'll do it. I think production on the smoke break again, child. Listen, I'm gonna start paying him in cigarettes. Well, I got to start paying him first, but give me 1 second. Let me get it on out of here, child.
We all wanted Dorito to go, okay?
Yeah, I don't know who said that, but baby, Doree had to go, and they would not do it.
Yeah, because of the PK storyline. Let's
I
be
wanted
real
Doree.
here.
She always. Let me tell you something. We're gonna get into Doree. I'm gonna get into Doree ass in just a little bit because you know that's one of my favorite things to do. But Kyle Richards, Erica Girardi, Jane, or whatever her name is, Doree from Connecticut, Garcelle Beauvais, and Sutton Strack will be returning for the new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, joined full time by Bazoma, St. John, and they will be joined by friends of the show in official capacity, returning to the show as a friend, Kathy Hilton, as well as being joined by horror queen herself, Jennifer Tilly, and so the cast has been filming, and we got a comment from Garcelle Beauvais, who told ET Now that things are starting right out of the gate this season. She calls it fun and fresh, and the energy is great. She also says that she was disappointed, but not shocked at Dorit and PK's split, and has only seen Dorit once since the news broke. Good for you, sister. And she confirmed Kathy is officially returning and says it's going to be a great season. I really am mad that Dorit is back. Dorit is, you know what I'm saying? People like to say now that that's palatable. We talking about what palatable, and y'all saying y'all allegedly say that prima donna is stunt queen, and that's why y'all don't want her on the show. Let's just talk it like it is. Well, we talking about stunt queen number one right here, and Dorit Kemsley, because baby, Dorit pull a stunt out her ass every season to say that daggone diamond, okay? Because now is that her and PK are officially separated, and PK has been staying at them people hotel. She didn't want to bring it out, but she had to, or she was gonna lose her diamond. And she did what she had to do yet another season to save her check. So Dorit will be back. I was gonna ask the people, are you excited? But it looks like nobody wants her back. So we can go ahead and move forward because there's not much to talk about there. But that's the official cast.
I am excited for everyone but her.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, not excited about her.
Lord Jesus, why is
Another
why
year
I just
full
thought
of
about you know what I just thought about?
What happened?
Oh Lord, I just thought about it again. Why Dottie People's not on the Hot 100 from Apple Music? Why did Mississippi Mass Choir not on there?
They don't. That's.
Oh Lord, I just can't take it right
They
now.
don't. There's no gospel on there.
I can't take it, Lord Jesus.
No gospel is on that list, baby. You gotta let it go.
I just want to know why she not on there.
They don't say. You gotta also know that. I think what's his name? Ebro put the criteria that they voted on, and gospel don't sell away all the secular music.
Because you don't piss me off already. They once.
Why you getting mad at me?
You
I'm telling you the truth.
I don't want to hear that mess today. Don't you? Because one thing about gospel ain't got to sell because Jesus is.
All right, baby, but this is a business. This is how it go. Secular music sells more.
I'm about to catch you on this thing. You hear what I'm saying to the people? Oh my God.
I grew up in the church. I get it. But
why is LaShawn Pace not on the list? Oh Lord Jesus. Ain't no Londa Adams on there. Now I know Mary could have been on. Ain't no Mary, ain't no Kurt Frank, ain't nobody on the list. Why? I don't want to do this show no more.
Listen.
Okay, because white people and black people like CeCe Winans, baby. You better get into her.
So get mad at the business structure. It's not.
Why is she not on there?
It don't work. I can't.
Tell me why.
You're gonna tell me that gospel music sells the way Michael Jackson and Lauryn Hill does? That's what you.
But I don't care nothing about it. Baby, it moves your soul. It moves your. Let's just move on because you know what? I had the great pleasure again of being on Watch What Happens Live and speaking to Nick Arrington, my man. I meant to say, it's funny how I kind of willed that into existence, huh, Tori B? If you watch our Summer House Martha's Vineyard recaps on Monday nights, y'all know how I feel about Nick.
Fawning over his print.
And apparently Nick feels the same way about me.
Okay, here's Chase from Atlanta with a question for Nick. Hey, Chase.
Hey to the people, how y'all doing? Andy, congratulations on 15 years.
Thank you. The people say hi.
Hey to the people. Hey, Marge, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. My question is for the sharp dress shade of sassy Nick. Nick,
Thank you.
yes, Nick, since Natalie was the one who was trying to tell Tasia about your behavior, do you feel that you owe Bria an apology for taking a lot of the blame on her?
No, I don't owe apologies. I said what I said. I'm going to stand on it 10 toes down. However, Natalie should have got some more smoke, for sure.
All right.
All right, there you have it, guys. I was able to ask Nick why the hell he didn't get into that ass. But we saw the reunion trailer drop today for the Summer House Martha's Vineyard cast, and it looks like if he didn't, everybody else did because they ripped Amir to shreds on that freaking trailer, which I think was re-edited because they knew we were not happy with Amir. And these are the looks that we broke down on Monday in our favorite fashion segment, 8 or Late. And I want to also go ahead and say, I may have gotten rid of the looks. I think I did, doggone. Because I wanted to state a retraction from Monday. I actually think that Shanice ate her look. I had a chance to go back and look over and it grew on me, so I'm going to give Shanice an 8 because it was safe, but it was cute. In that picture, we'll see sitting down what it looks like. However, the Summer House Martha's Vineyard reunion trailer was released today. And, Tori B, what were your thoughts? Because people feel like it's not coming back. Do you think the trailer was an indication of that?
You know, the show picked up a lot of popularity in the last 3 or 4 episodes, I would say.
Yeah, because our numbers have been doing great, by the way. Thank y'all so much.
Right. Candace was also advocating for them a lot, telling folks to watch. I'm going to say this. I do want to see them back, but I see a few chops on the cast that could be made to make it better. Folks on Twitter were also saying they would like to see a rival gay on the show to go back and forth with Preston.
I would apply, but you know I'm not pliable.
Child, nobody said you wasn't pliable.
Am I pliable?
You shady, so yeah, you are.
I ain't no damn shady. Y'all love me, right? Do the people love me? Y'all here with me? Y'all love me?
You shady.
Do y'all love me?
You shady.
Do y'all want to see me down to the summer house with the people?
I could see Amir going. Shanice gives nothing. I could see her going. Preston had did an interview with a few different platforms, and he gave a little tea about. He didn't say who specifically had first chair, although he said he felt like one person deserved first chair and one person didn't. So I kept my eye out for that.
Well, I mean, listen, let's just get into it. And I'm not even trying to be the rival gay now because I'm not, nowhere near nobody's casting. But I'll be honest with you, I don't feel like Preston deserved first chair.
He wasn't first chair.
I know, but I mean, I just feel like it's ironic for him to say that when the group was formed by Jasmine. Her and Silas were a huge storyline first season. The icing out of Jasmine's second season was a huge season. She does deserve first chair for the first reunion.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I
But
disagree.
she
I have
gave
to disagree.
nothing
I
this
have to disagree.
season.
It's a lot of people who gave nothing, but guess what? What she gave me a little bit more than she gave me a little bit. She gave me something more than nothing because she tried to sneak Mariah ass in the house and get away with it. So that's more than a lot of other people did. Okay,
More than Shanice, you're right.
she wouldn't be the first. She wouldn't be on my list of chops because there's still if she comes back eventually. Silas will be coming back to the house, and then we're gonna have to deal with that because that was what hindered the show a lot was we didn't get the resolution from Silas last season. I've been saying it all this season. That storyline was so huge. It had such an effect. And then my thing is, I also feel like Nick is a lot like Silas. And if you watch last season, they butted heads a lot because he felt like Silas was too controlling and too demanding and always wanted to call a meeting. And what does Nick do this season? Call a meeting and tell people what to do. So to me, it felt like those qualities that you recognize in other people that you may not necessarily like within yourself, you're easy to call them out in other people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as soon as he left, he slid right into Silas's role as far as being the father figure of the house.
I agree. I think they do need Silas.
So I don't like Silas as far as what I saw on television. And let's be very clear, when we're saying we don't like people, we don't know these people. We're just talking about television. We don't know these people not to like them, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't a fan of Silas's portrayal and how he moved last season, but yeah, whatever. Jasmine wouldn't be the first one to go, and I honestly do feel like Jasmine deserved her first chair this reunion. Now next reunion, and people are saying about them being in the clubhouse. Summer House, the original Summer House, didn't get a first season reunion, and they had multiple reunions in that clubhouse until they actually got an established audience, and it took them years to get out of that clubhouse for a reunion. So I don't see anything wrong with the clubhouse reunion because their predecessor had their first reunion in the clubhouse as well, and their show has been on the air for 7 seasons, and this is the most popular season, and they had to get rid of a lot of people at the beginning to get a good cast going for that show. So I just would really wish that this Summer House is afforded the same opportunity to prove itself because there are not a lot of spaces for us to be on television, and this is one of them. And so if it's not any of us, it could be somebody else who's on it, but it could also be one of us that's on it because that's what type of house dynamic they have. This is our demographic. This is a show for us. So, hey, it is what it is.
I didn't see nothing wrong with it being in the clubhouse. Guys, we gotta be realistic here, right? Their numbers wasn't the best with the start of the season. So I don't see a lot of housewives shows started out that way too. Miami's
first season was in the clubhouse.
Was in the clubhouse. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. If
Southern Charm was in the clubhouse.
Right. So if they amass a bigger audience, the budget gets bigger. But until they do, the clubhouse it is.
And we better be lucky we got that because we didn't get one of those last season. That's the season deserved a reunion. Yep. Season 1 deserved a reunion. And I feel like that also stunted the growth of the show, us not getting a reunion for season 1. That stunted the growth of the show. So they also have to take a little bit of accountability for that as well. All right, you guys. We review the Real Housewives of New Jersey here on Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. with me, Joan, and Angie K. Don't forget the K. Please tune into that. And in the press is Melissa Gorga. And she's asked about Melania Giudice, who just was in a car accident. Thankfully, Melania is safe and sound and well. But Melissa Gorga gave her comment on that. So go down, Dirty Witch. I don't care what the feud is. If there's something going on with the children, you text and you make sure that you're okay and let them know that you checked on them and you let them know that you're making sure that they're okay, regardless of whether the parents are speaking or not. And it goes to show, to me, how manipulative Melissa Gorga is in this whole family situation as well, because regardless of whether they're talking, it feels like to me, she is saying that if me and the parent are not good, the children do not speak. And I don't like that. I don't interact with the children because me and the mom aren't good. Hey, Teresa, just checking on Melania. Hope everything's okay. I'm so glad Billy Bush asked her in the middle of the interview, well, isn't this a starting point? Because it totally is a starting point to where they can at least be cordial when it comes to their children's well-being. I don't like that at all. I'll turn it over to y'all, but as far as I'm concerned, Melissa Gorga is trash, honey.
There's 2 people in that video that deserve tomatoes. It's Billy Bush, because I ain't like him ever since, the stuff with Trump.
I don't know him. I don't know what he do.
He was in the truck when and agreeing with Trump when he said grab him by the pussy.
And he got a job on Extra.
He fell from grace after that. But and then I will say I've never liked Melissa Gorga. She's the reason why I stopped watching it. So she's always been like this. They've always had this issue where, and I remember this conversation, we as adults should stay out of it and let the cousins be cousins. And I believe it was Melissa who said that. And look at her. Okay? So, sorry.
Bro, what it is? A church? Somebody church you? You got
my mama.
A Motorola 2A?
My mama.
Okay.
So she's been trash to me. So I've never been a fan of her. Her and Joe's relationship is so fake. I mean, to me, she has no choice but to stay with him, right? So you're not bragging about a 20-year relationship. Are you happy is the question. Is it a happy 20-year relationship is the question.
Is you happy? Tia, why Tia asked it like that on the song? Want to tell them know what I am going to say? But I got one question for you. Is you happy? Remember you said that? Anyway.
I do.
It's my favorite part. All right, y'all. We're going to sit up here and wear Melissa ass out because the fact that they even had to play a Melissa Gorga video off. And our last topic of the day, the Real Housewives of Potomac are in Charlotte, North Carolina, for their first group trip of the season. And all of y'all are mad for some reason, like they don't go on domestic group trips. And I'm not understanding the uproar behind the Real Housewives of Potomac being in Charlotte for their group trip. I think, not Garcelle, excuse me, Giselle is not there currently because her daughters are graduating high school. So I'm not sure if she's going to go on this trip or not. But one thing about it, and 2 things for sure. I have always heard this, and in a lot of cases, sometimes it does ring to be true, especially with someone who got second chair at a reunion, and allegedly all the people are coming to beat her ass this season. You never let them know that they could do it without your love. You never let them know that they could do it without you. So I would go ahead and get my kids celebrate their graduation and get the hell on, or I would have went on a trip and left early for my children's graduation. But I would have been on that trip in some shape, form, or fashion. You cannot do this without me. You can't do this without me. And the hope that it'll fail without you, 9 times out of 10, when people see you not there, they go even harder to take your spot, baby. So I don't know. I feel like this cast.
Thank you, ladies. I hope you do.
I'm just saying, I just would never let them see me do it without them. So them do it without me or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So I don't know about that. But why are the people so mad about it being in Charlotte? I do not understand that. I published a list today of all of the places that the Real Housewives of Atlanta went to domestically before they go on their international trip. And there were a plethora of places. They've been to Savannah, Georgia. They've been to Blue Ridge, Georgia twice. They've been to South Carolina. They've been to places, they've been, to places that most wouldn't consider necessarily glamorous, and they produce great content. So I don't really see the uproar about it being in Charlotte, especially since Mia is bi-coastal and she has a residence in DC and in Charlotte. It makes absolute sense that they would go to Charlotte. It makes absolute sense. Now, if I was Wendy, I would be pissed off because it's my birthday trip, but I don't know. Anyway, were you upset there in Charlotte, or is it just me tripping?
No, I don't get it either. The first trip is always a domestic trip. And then, like they did last season.
Well, y'all did not like Austin, though. Y'all did not like Austin.
Because they went to go see chickens fight. What? Like, that was stupid.
But that's because that's what people think that we want to see, and we don't want to see that.
Yeah, like what they did in Austin is a problem for me. Why were y'all celebrating Karen's birthday in the hotel room and drawing pictures of Karen. So it was more like, what the hell is this as far as the activities in Austin? But yeah, I don't see no problem. I mean, it seemed to go anywhere that Peter has a business.
Speaking of which, does that mean that Peter's going to be back on Atlanta because Cynthia's back on Atlanta?
No, he's the first ex-husband, not whatever.
Well, that's the ex-husband that. Well, I feel like when they got a divorce, we got a divorce. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like we was divorced from Mike, but I feel like when they divorced, we divorced. All right, you guys, the phone lines are open. We're going to let your callers on and get in on these teas and these topics and get up here and be a little messy too. But when you come up here being messy with me, no.
Yeah, come up here and be messy.
Not with me. Because I'm going to say, she ain't no diva.
Not she ain't no diva.
Who's we got on the line? Hey, Mel.
Hey, I was going to say, you know what? People should not come here being messy if they can't handle the mess. Now, you see, if you're not scared, then you'll be able to come up here and do what you got to do. But you know what I was going to say for me is that I'm happy that you were on Watch What Happens Live because, it was cute. It was very cute. It was a surprise. And you know what? You up there more times than All About the Tea is what I'm going to tell you. I think that eventually you're going to be the blog that the people are going to be saying, this is the blog that I'm talking about because you are on Bravo a lot, which I thought was very cute. And that man did seem to have a little energy for you. He could be your next husband. You never know. You just never know.
Don't
like that. Oh my God.
Mel.
Thank you, Mel.
Mel.
I'm giving flowers. He said he liked the man.
He complimented that man. That's what he done softened Nick up.
But you know what I thought was funny part too? Because Marge investigates so much, it would have been very hysterical. She said, that man was very nice. Let me go look up his channel and then have her find his channel and see people call her Ursula, Trout Mouth, Tales from the Crypt, all type of names. That if she would have followed you, Chase, to this channel, she would have got her feelings hurt. So that's the people. You know what? That was very funny that she didn't know who she was talking to. So because if she would have looked you up, she would have had some problems. But I was going to say too, a couple of things. The Atlanta Housewives, I am myself. You see, y'all know this. How many years have we seen them drop these breadcrumbs? And before this show happens, and we get nothing more than the breadcrumbs when the show was on. We don't get no big surprises. The only people who gave us a surprise was Salt Lake last year, whatever year that was. That was a major surprise. Everything else, we're going to see it. We're not going to see this big entertaining thing. So it does sort of kill the show for me when they talk about these cars and these trips and these things, because I want to be able to see. Well, I'm missing the chat. What's going on? You about to have a heart attack, Tori. What's going on? Well, I'm missing everything while I'm talking. What's going on? What I'm missing? What happened? Anyway, let me go back. I'm just finish the point, and I'll go back.
No,
I listened. I was like, what happened? Somebody died?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the chat.
I wanted to see it too, but I didn't focus. Anyway, so I'm a focus. So yeah, but I think that for me, it does kill it because they have not got my trust. They promised me all these years that we're going to get more than these crumbs, and then we get to the show, all we get is the crumbs. We don't get nothing entertaining. So, and also with the Potomac trip, I nothing on Charlotte. I know that somebody lives there right now, but the simple fact is, it's giving low budget. That's what I want to tell you. It's not giving. The Real Housewives of Potomac is not giving money. Go to San Diego, go to Las Vegas, go to New York City, go to somewhere that's luxury. I think for me, you go to these little towns and then you gotta do boring things. They were in Austin, wherever they was. They could have done some beautiful stuff there, but I don't know why. They do the most boring, dry, terrible things when they go to these domestic cities. And so I don't know. First of all, I'm not gonna watch the show because Miss Candace's not gonna be there. But I could feel it's gonna be Austin 2.0. It's not gonna give any kind of excitement. It's gonna be boring and lame, basically.
I don't know if it was the budget. I don't know if they shouldn't allow Ashley to plan nothing because she did the chicken shit activity. I wish she would stay. Mel, have you seen her damn TikTok dancing?
I've seen it, and I regret it. I regret the fact that I allowed myself to be shocked in that way with that depravity. It was nothing there. It was disgusting. It was garbage. It burned my eyeballs, and I regret that I saw it. But I was going to say one last thing too about New Jersey. Melissa, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, that was such. I didn't know that she said that because I remember the Billy Bush thing too. It was classic Melissa. This girl, her niece, by marriage, whatever, it was in this accident that could have been critical. This is the time to show that you are a good Christian or a good Catholic person, ma'am. You go over there, you be a woman of your own age, which is over 50 years old, whatever she is, and you go and you say to this girl, young girl, how are you doing? You go past all the ego, and you go to help the person who's been ill, who's having this accident. Now I don't wish this on her family. Nobody in her family, thank God, has been injured. So she could have showed that grace to Teresa and to Joe's niece. They could have went over there and showed that to the people. When you're in the middle of a battle, it's not about who's coming out the winner. If something happens like this, it nullifies everything. Everything gets canceled out. Somebody's been injured, so now it's time to be humane. This is not on Teresa to go, okay, let me reach out to these people who I don't like or who I feel are backstabbing me. This is for them to be the person they claim they are to the audience, good people, and say that I'm here because somebody's been injured in my family. It's just crazy to me. So that's just my thoughts about all that. But it's a good show. I'm gonna drop down and let the people call in. But yeah, that's what I got to say.
I agree.
Thank you for your support, Mel, always. And
Okay.
baby, let me tell you something, Mel. Let the people laugh a little bit. Golly, Mel, you better get Tori together, what?
No, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. I never get Miss Tori together because I like her very much. So no, I was just confusion. I was like, well, what happened? What did I do?
No, it wasn't you.
I know it wasn't.
I just actually took a peep at that chat and I'm back here laughing too. That was hilarious. Y'all are messy.
I couldn't hold it.
Listen, sometimes it comes on me. I channel whatever it comes from. Whatever's in my mind, I say it out. What can I? That's my mother. I mean, I miss her. Oh, I was going to say one last thing too. Is I forgot the story about the liver. Not to bring it down after all this fun. Well, not to. I don't want to. I don't want to do. Listen.
No, it's not you. It's not you. So let's just inform Mel of what they have going on. I think that my producer is having some technical difficulties, but because
it seems that way.
He has a production account, anytime he comes into a show, it automatically adds him to the stage, right? And so he's just been coming in and out of stage, and TKC is, of course, TKC has something very salacious to say about it, and they were fighting back and forth in the comments, so that's why we were laughing. Yeah.
Well, now I got to go read the comments, whatever. No, I was just going to say in closing, the liver story, I knew somebody that was very, very, very close to me that was waiting on a list like that. And, for me, God bless that woman. Obviously, the addiction took her over. And, this is the consequence of something like that. Is unfortunate. But, yeah, that list is that many families, as Tori said, be waiting day and night that somebody calls them that says you can get this organ. So you really can't take that lightly, because I know my family was on the receiving end, and we were waiting, and it didn't work out, unfortunately. So that's a whole other story. But yeah, that's you don't play with that. You don't go out there having margaritas or whatever. God, not even Shane and the lady.
Okay, all right now, man.
Well, listen, I'm not doing that. I'm now listen. We twins in that way, because we both can play a little bit. I was gonna say, but I'm not shading the lady. I'm not. I swear everything. I'm not. But you just don't go out there having a good time celebrating that you're on this list. You're getting close. You pray every day. You count your blessings, and you show respect to the medical community. Is what I would say about that. But that's all I have to say. And I'm gonna go down to the chat and see. I'm gonna catch up now. I'm gonna catch up.
All righty, man.
All right.
Thank you. Lord Jesus, the people don't know what to say their mouth when they come up here. They just be up here being messy. Hey there.
Very much something.
Oh, hey, Jasmine.
It's something. Very much something. I don't know. How you guys doing? Hey to the people.
Hey to the people.
Hey to the people.
I just wanted to say I'm excited for Real Housewives of Atlanta. What I done forgot that girl name. What's Portia's friend name again?
Shamia.
Oh, she's I do like Shamia, and I do want to say about
because
what I want to say about
y'all like Shamia. What's wrong with Shamia?
There's nothing wrong with Shamia. I was just
y'all don't like
her compliment. What do you want me to say? My compliment was I'm so glad that she always has her own friends. Like, like Porsha will be beefing with somebody, and just like the Candy thing. I really acknowledge that she doesn't really ever pick sides. So I do like that about Shamia.
I'm glad she didn't pick sides during that, because her friend was Porsha. Her friend was dogging her ass out.
Yeah, I mean that was a
Yeah, let's talk about it. Ooh.
Well, let's not.
Okay,
What
I
I
didn't think
do,
so.
what I will say is, like Mel said, like over the years, like they'll drop some breadcrumbs and things like that. So, I don't think that it's too much, but I definitely understand you guys' point about it being like kind of at that little limit. But like you said, Chase, like a lot of them don't have like a big following, so we have to get to know them somehow. I think so. I'm kind of like I'm on the not a fence, but I'm understanding where they're putting down. Um, the prima donna thing, I don't know. It's making me feel very. I don't know. It's making me feel away. I'm not sure what I don't. I heard you, Tori. I'm not sure what you were trying to put down on it. I don't know what the
For
aesthetic
the
thing,
prima
the
donna.
aesthetic. Yeah, let me finish my thought. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly where you were going with it with the aesthetic thing like that. And I was listening, but I just still didn't understand like when it comes to the aesthetic because like if we're gonna really talk about it, Teresa when they first that whole family was ghetto, that whole Italian family was ghetto. A lot of I just if we're gonna talk about it, like I really just didn't get it, and it was making me feel some type of way. So
No, but I didn't use the word ghetto. I don't use ghetto. What I mean is, how do I say it? So there's levels to everything. And I think what they're looking for, but also I don't know if she tested well. I'm just going on assumption, but just based off of even just going off her personality on Love and Hip Hop, I just don't believe that she would be a fit. So I'm gonna just put it that way. Does that clear it up a little bit?
I mean, I guess because a lot of people did, like Jay said, a lot of people did say that in the beginning of her season. Now I kind of drifted off on the show as well. I have stuff to do, but at the very end of the day, I did agree that maybe she did give more housewife than Love and Hip Hop. However, I saw someone in the chat say that she can go to Zeus and things like that, and I don't know. It just I don't get that big wide jump of it because we got Jocelyn and Natalie Nunn on Zeus, right? But I
I
don't
don't
see
support that.
how I don't
I
see
don't
how.
support that network at all.
Oh, I don't. I mean, now let me stay. Now I love Justin's Cabaret, honey. Okay, honey, I love Justin's Cabaret. Now I ain't gonna lie about it. I will watch every episode of Justin Cabaret. I love Justin. So anyway, I just don't get it. Like it just makes me. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I am not the biggest. I'm not a prima donna fan. So I want to be clear on that. Like I think she's really irritating about the air fryers. Like I mean, if we want to buy one, we buy one. But at the same time, like. I still don't think it's just like that big gap when we see like we've seen fighting on all the shows. We've seen loud talking, wig pulling, wig tugging. We've seen all these things. So I don't know. It's making me feel some type of way, and I can't really put it into words without like offending other people when it comes to it. Like I don't want to accuse people of being this way or this way because they're not feeling her. But I don't know. It gave me a twitch. About the girl with the liver. Life's a bitch. That's all I got to say. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Just so y'all know Puffy is in bed with the guy who owns Zeus, right?
Like,
I mean,
In bed.
not, but like
Allegedly.
his money is involved with that.
Girl, you
So
talk. Hell no. Let me.
allegedly.
Hell no. Don't get me. Hell no.
it's not
I
alleged,
never knew that a part about it.
but
Her
I
name is
Doesn't
Tori
surprise
P.
me, actually. It doesn't surprise me.
allegedly.
I don't know what the hell she talking about, and I
I
ain't
don't
going.
either, allegedly. I listen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my name is not Jasmine, actually.
Matter of
So,
fact, let me just get on up here.
I don't know what to say.
No, but
It doesn't surprise
I'm just saying I don't does she fight on Love and Hip Hop Miami? I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't say
I feel
anything
like
about
Porsha
what
be fighting on
network
Atlanta.
she belongs on, but
I feel
I
like
don't
Porsha be fighting on Atlanta.
she don't
she absolutely
she has
do.
gotten to heated arguments. Like I ain't gonna she has stirred up some mess herself, but I don't see how it is different from what the people are saying. Portia done stole that girl man, or Sheree pulling on Kim's wig, or Kim talking about who holding black, or I mean Candace saying she don't think Kim will hold black babies. Like it's always been some stuff, you know what I'm saying, on each things. I don't know. Like I'm not really a ghetto. I don't call people
I'm just
ghetto.
saying
I
this.
don't
It
I don't
feels
call
like
use
it
people
was
that
hood.
word.
good.
I don't
And
use
I
that
No, I
don't.
word.
don't want to
It's
say
it
that. I'm
just.
not
I
gonna
don't
say
really
something else.
get. I get what you're saying though. Like I was think that would be more of a sexy red. Like, sexy red is. I guess that would be hood. You know what I'm saying? Or
They
ghetto.
didn't let light skin Keisha on here too on
Y'all didn't want
But
her on
she.
there.
But Light Skin Keisha, when she was on that one season of Love and Hip Hop, she didn't
Yep.
do. She got almost got the fight with
But the thing is, y'all kept saying light skin Keisha shouldn't have been on there. Should have been on Housewives then.
that.
Well,
So
I didn't care. I didn't think that she did anything to warrant to not be given a chance. I mean, I don't think
I didn't
nothing.
either. I
I mean,
think give them
she's
a
a little
chance. If they
rough,
don't work, they don't work.
you know.
It
I
certainly would
don't
have been
think
a lot better than what we got. Sonya.
Sanya, but
Whatever. Her name ain't Sonya.
just Sanya, baby, okay,
I thought it was Sonya
Sanya,
Richards Ross.
Sanya Richard.
Is it Sanya?
Anyway, I don't. I mean, I don't think that that it warranted a issue for light skin Keisha not to be given a chance. Like I can understand being more urban or more. What's that word?
I don't think they want urban. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not
Okay.
saying me. I'm just saying it doesn't look like they want that, right?
Okay.
I'm
But
just saying.
Okay.
yeah, because black people are urban too.
Right. There's
But what
different.
I'm
There's a
saying is
spectrum. There's a
right.
spectrum. We got all the way to Michelle Obama to Stacey Red, and that's a broad spectrum. But you can't limit us because somebody knows how to walk into. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Light Skin Keisha's hood though. I just think that she's just. I mean, because she acts on power. She does a great job. They wanted her to get a regular spot on there and all that stuff. So
I
I
think
just
Because
her
think
here's
man would
what.
be an issue
Let me put
for
it
them.
into perspective for you really quickly,
I
and
think
then
her
I
man
gotta
would
get
be
my
an
next.
issue for them though.
Excuse me. I want to put it in perspective, and I gotta get my next caller on. But I did want to say they thought that they hired Portia Williams, and she was had a
Cordell.
excuse me, she had a lineage in activism and
Mhm.
civil rights and the Power movement and all those things. She was married to a football player, a legendary football player. They thought they hired a Stepford wife, a princess, and what did they get? A Hennessy drinking, ass
Oh,
beating,
oh,
twerking
oh.
princess of Thailand. That's what
See,
they got. You get what I'm saying? But again, that's because black people are not what? A monolith.
Monolith.
You get what I'm
mhm.
saying? So you never know. You might hire a prima donna, just hypothetically speaking, and she turned to be Julia Childs. You
Oh,
never know, but you won't. You hire Nene Leakes,
right.
and look what Nene Leakes turned into.
She
And
was
if
on
Nene can
Broadway,
do
baby.
it, if Nene got a chance, if she could do it, I am willing to bet on other people and give them a chance too. And I'm gonna always root for the underdog because I see a little bit of myself in people when they say they're not palatable, or when they say they're not the aesthetic, and when they say they're not this or not that. Everybody's not going to be that.
How
And I'm
many
gonna be
black
honest with
folks
you. That's
are in
why I
casting?
appreciate shows like The Bell Collective and Love and Marriage and
Mhm.
other shows because they give other people a chance to do that. And I just want to know why Bravo won't. And it's rooted to me. And even though they're not the brand and not the this and not the that and not the this and not the that, it's rooted in featureism.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's
Yeah.
rooted in a lot of things that are not okay. And so when I say F the rules are for fools and they're made to be broken. Those rules, when we talk about, society and beauty trends and society, at the top of Bravo are white executives. And they're telling us and shaping our outlook on what we feel like should be acceptable on a show about black women, successful black women striving to raise their families, maintain their friendships, usher in their careers and be entrepreneurs or businesswomen or musicians or actresses or hair salon owners, hairstylists. I don't think that that's okay for them to tell me that this is why prima donna cannot be on it. Now, if she didn't test well, if she boring, if she, there are certain girls who clearly do not give the Real Housewives of Atlanta. When you brought up Sexy Red, she does not give that.
Right.
Okay, I'm willing to accept that. But when
Right.
you say, why, when I ask you why about prima donna, and you say not you, but people say what they're saying, it feels to me like it's rooted in other things, and people won't just come out and call it what it
And just,
is. She
yeah.
black, she short, she thick.
Right. She's chocolate. She wears wigs
I
that
feel like
are
that's what
natural
it
color.
is, and it's
Right.
not fair. All
Yeah.
right, Jasmine, thank you so much for calling in. Let me get my other caller
Bye.
on. I appreciate you. Hey there, handsome Ronnie. Thank you for being so patient. You've been hanging on now.
Hi, everybody, including production. Hi, Chase. Hi, Tori. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Listen, listen. Oh yeah, shout out production always. He does a good job. Chase, congratulations on having that episode with Andy. You know, you had him swooning for you. Nick was swooning for you, and Margaret, of course, is fun as well. So congrats on doing a second episode. I think this is your second time on the show. So you did wonderfully, man. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down the line on some of the shows you mentioned. Beverly Hills is always a disappointment to me. Season 1, episode 1, frame 1, Kyle has been the most boring housewife ever. And so I'm just so disappointed that she keeps coming back. Now, if there's a concept that her sister, either of the sisters, like should also join, I feel like they should just do a spinoff, and the people who like Kyle should go watch that. I just have never enjoyed Beverly Hills on the basis of Kyle being the star of that show. So that's always a difficult one. What do I feel about Dorit coming back? I didn't think she would come back in a full-time capacity. But obviously the PK thing will be something to look at. As far as Atlanta, Kenya is my superstar. I don't even think of Nene Leakes on that show ever. Kenya is the star of the show. But I am slightly optimistic on the new season. I do wish, and I know I'm maybe not in the popular opinion.
No, you're not.
Would. You don't even know what I'm about to say.
You said something about Nene Leakes, and that was very unpopular. Keep going.
Oh no, well she's insignificant, so don't worry about it, Chase. In terms of Atlanta, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think that they should. I've always wanted them to stay like 55 plus. Like I like an older, a mature. She's been divorced a couple times, housewife. Like I don't always need them to be the hot young thing. And again, as I said, I know sometimes on television we want to see, who's popping, I guess. And for me, I just always would rather see something a little more mature. That's just how I've always felt with like New York. But I think in Atlanta, I would like to see people that are on the same cachet as Kenya. That's what I think.
They don't want to do the show. They've been approached and they turned them down.
You might be right. So I guess I'm gonna be like the Grand Dame and just be right there twerking on the fence, you guys, because I really did understand what Tori was saying. I think Tori, because you have a stern delivery, like it kind of got lost in translation.
Well, what
but
was
Tori
she saying?
was more
Tell us what you understood, Ronnie.
Well, I feel like Tori was speaking on the network and the bottom line, which is a bit frustrating for me too. And the reason I wrote on my, the name here, Handsome Randomly Ronnie Jr., it was for a reason. So while I've done radio and television, I've been 330 pounds on TV and I've been 175 pounds on TV. And I know the difference. So I feel like I'm, again, right on the fence because I understand Tori was coming at it from a business point of view and she was very direct. She's a New Yorker. I've lived in New York 7 years. I love a New Yorker. They're always going to tell you exactly what it is, not mincing words. But I also, again, on the fence, feel very like when Chase started talking about the potential complexities that it would take for him to be on the show. I don't know if you worded it that way, but Chase's body type and sort of like everything that comes with it. And it was funny because I think Chase would be fantastic, but I don't think that Chase isn't right when he says it's hard that we only cast the same people. Hence, like I just said, I want to see a 55-year-old. I want to see a 65-year-old. But we always go for what works in, I guess, the network boardrooms or whatever. So that is a bit of a challenge. The reason I put Handsome Randomly Ronnie Jr. is because I am handsome. But sometimes when you are handsome and you think good about yourself, but you don't fit the status quo, it's challenging for other people. Again, I've been on television both different ways. And what I'm going to say is, when I was slim, you just get a lot more love for some reason. What I always thought was interesting, and this happened in radio, was a pigeonhole. I did not like it. Chase, you may agree with this. When I did radio, they would say, oh, he's like the funny fat guy. And I was like, I'm not even funny. But they would always want to put me in that character type. And so, like I said, I totally understood a lot of Tori's delivery on what she was trying to say. But in terms of Chase going off and giving this concept of like, well, we as fans and viewers of these shows, and even as humans, we do need to embrace everything. That's the only way that this works. because it's just too easy to be with a set of 8-pack abs and you go ahead and win. That always kind of lets you win. But we got a great opportunity now to see, especially on television and the way social media has changed the game. We have an opportunity to have different archetypes. So that was a passionate conversation. I'll close my mouth now, but that's exactly what I felt watching you guys go back and forth. I totally understood it from both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. I meant it from a business perspective.
And I understood what she meant. It wasn't lost on me. I just didn't give a damn. Because I just want to just say this. If it worked, right? If it worked, we wouldn't be in this position where we are with New York. We wouldn't be in this position where we are with Atlanta. And we wouldn't be in this position where we are with Potomac. If it worked. It's not working. Let's try something different. All right,
I also don't think Prima Donna did well on Love and Hip Hop Miami, I think it was. Like, she was the waist trainer, but she didn't have a waist, so that was an issue. And she always was like going to go up against Jocelyn, and that didn't work out for her. So it might not even be all of these other elements. It might also be that she just doesn't have.
Some people aren't great TV, and that's okay.
She what?
Some people aren't great TV, and
She's not great TV.
That.
You know who is good TV? Melissa Gorga, superstar, icon, the queen. Melissa Gorga is gorgeous. You guys got to understand, she is #1 Real Housewives of New Jersey, and she goes up there with like a Kenya Moore.
She could never be Ronnie. She could never.
Why did he mute my channel?
I didn't mute you. My hands are up here.
Chase, I can't.
I did not mute you.
Nah,
My
he
hands are up
didn't.
here. I was checking my nails.
Was that Demisio?
Maybe.
Production wants to wake up now. No, you all. I just
now don't
really
think I be rating my staff, Ronnie. Thank you.
I love Melissa. That's it. Bye, you guys.
Have a good night. Thank you. All right. Go. Y'all got to know tonight, child. All right, let's get it on.
I was trying to see the chat. Listen, y'all over here. You done brought up TKC so he could berate
TKC.
Listen, the hate is real in the chat. I'm here to escape the hate out the chat, but I will be back down there in a minute. But I come up here just to escape the hate. Anyway, Chase, I love you, boo, but we don't want to see Prima Donna on Real Housewives of
And that's fine, but I wasn't going for the excuse that I got. That's fine with me.
We just don't want to see her on there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
She is hood, because if you watch her on Miami, she bragged about being from Dade County or wherever she was.
What?
She is hood.
So was Marlo.
Who?
Marlo.
I don't like Marlo either. I couldn't stand Marlo.
So it's Porsha.
And she got into fights on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
So did Porsha on Atlanta next.
But here's the thing: Porsha didn't come into Real Housewives that way. She had a built-in fan base.
No, she didn't. Nobody knew Porsha Williams was when she came to Housewives. Nobody knew her.
I'm saying by the time she fought Kenya,
she almost fought Kenya season 5 in Anguilla. What are you talking about?
No, baby.
Oh, baby. Go watch Anguilla. They had to separate both of them. They were in each other's faces. They were gonna fight.
But that's typical though. Nene and Candy got in each other's faces in season 2.
Nobody had to separate them.
They did have to put. You are writing a book. You remember that? You are writing a book. The Nene, you don't remember that? They had to put Candy.
Yes, I remember that argument. You better talk to me before I get to blowing up on your ass. Yes.
Thank you, Chase. Boo, we don't want Prima Donna on Atlanta.
And I'll accept it, but not for the reasons that you're giving. Give me something else. Go ahead, TKC.
I don't like her in them fake.
Okay, and I'll take that.
That she got from Walmart, trying to pass them off as her product. I don't like her.
Oh my God! Allegedly.
And we don't want to see her on Atlanta.
Oh my God.
Ciao.
Oh my God.
And that's that on that.
Next topic.
Wait, who is Sean talking about? Who is Sean calling ghetto?
I don't care if I'm ghetto, baby. I'm ghetto with 2 degrees and a good job. So I don't care if you want to call me ghetto all you want to, Shine.
But
the hate is real in this
when you audition for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they tell you no.
The hate is real in this chat. Like my fellow wrench holders, they hate me for some reason.
You like ruffling feathers. Stop acting like you don't.
But anyway,
I'm just playing a victim.
What else y'all talk about today? Because
you the whole time you don't know.
Beverly Hills.
No.
Summer House.
What about that liver? I want to know about what you think about that lady with that liver, TKC.
I think that she got exactly what she deserved.
No.
Just like love to do. They think the rules don't apply to them because they're white and they have that privilege and they think the rules don't apply to them. So she got exactly what she deserved. Now, listen, I believe as a doctor, you have an obligation to, if that was her boyfriend's liver and her boyfriend says he wants to give it to her, then you have that obligation to do the surgery and give the liver to her. But no, but she got what she deserved, and she don't deserve the liver because them white women think they can do anything and get away with it. She got what she deserved. As for Beverly Hills, I'm not a fan. I'm over it. Garcelle, boring. Sutton crab legs, boring. Cow, boring. Dorito, boring. Erica's probably the only exciting one. And Jennifer Tilly, I remember when actresses like Jennifer Tilly used to look at Housewives as a downgrade. I don't get it. Like, I get the soap operas like Eileen and Lisa Rinna, but Jennifer Tilly, baby, you deserve so much better.
I actually would beg to say that, like, people like Lisa Rinna, Eileen Richards, Denise Richards, and Garcelle kind of changed the trajectory of it. But yes, there was a time where you could not pay a housewife to do it.
Yeah, I just don't see it for this season. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Garcelle totally ruined that show for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I heard Jennifer Tilly got at Sutton.
I looked it up. It's not. There's no. They said it was on TMZ, so I don't know if it's true because it's not.
Oh, damn.
It's not on TMZ. I did the research. That's why I didn't bring it up because it was unfounded.
Okay, and one more thing.
Yes.
I'm not sure what this Charlotte slander is. Not too much of my city, boo.
They went to Queen City, right?
Charlotte, yes, the Queen City.
Yes, the Queen City, and that's what you say, huh?
And it's a lot to do here. It's a great vacation spot. And Gordon and his brother own the strip club here in Charlotte that my friend used to work at, and I got some tea on that. But
spill it.
Should I spill it on your? You want me to spill on your platform? Like,
spill it. You done
mentioned
mentioned
it. See, I'm not worthy. Jeez Louise.
I don't know because you know.
Done mentioned it. You up here being messy. You might as well.
Oh my God. Okay, so my friend used to work at Gordon's brother's strip club. It was Gordon and his brother owned it, but Gordon and his brother usually, ran it and stuff like that. And T is, how some of the owners are, they mess around with the girls and, somebody may or may have not ended up pregnant and was forced into an abortion, but, allegedly.
Pregnant by who?
Not Gordon, his brother.
Oh God, TKC, I was gonna follow that. Well, Charlotte got it going on, and it will take a queen from the Queen City to come up here and spill that tea. So thank you.
Thank you very much. The queen of the Queen City.
I didn't say you were the queen. I said a queen.
Oh.
Get that distinction.
TKC, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you a life jacket because there's a lot of people in that group chat ready to drown you.
Sean, you ready, boo? I'm coming back down there. Get ready, Sean. Coming.
Get off. Get bye. All right, last but not least, production, if you have anything to say, you know how to get up here, get on up here and get to saying what you got to say. Damn. Hey,
can y'all hear me?
How you doing? They've been taking their wax at you today.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Oh, we can hear you. How you doing? Everybody has something to say.
I am good, and let me tell y'all something, okay? Don't worry about the No Chaser TV, honey. My boss knows what is going on, honey. We don't need y'all trying to give us the third degree, baby. Okay? Have a seat and stay in the comment section. Stay in the section, baby. Especially Mr. Messy No Lights. Please stay in the comment section. Now, to the topics. As I've already said about Atlanta, y'all are so messy.
You said it.
Y'all are so messy.
Get into it.
Go ahead, get to the topics.
As I've said about Atlanta already, I'm here for the change. I'm here for the new, and I'm ready to see it. Beverly Hills, the same thing. I'm here for the new season. The RHOP could have been gone, but It is what it is. So, but I'm here for it. I'm here for change, and hopefully some of them can be a little bit honest. Melissa Gorga is trash, as she's always been trash, and that interview just showed how even more trash that she is. Because why are you encouraging the kids not to talk? Because y'all are middle-aged old people who can't get it together. Like, Melissa, girl, that is not okay to be involving the kids into the drama. Like, but you know what? We don't know what those kids be beefing about either, though. It could be some cousin beef going on that we just don't know about because they're not on camera. So, you honestly just never know with that. I'm not a fan of Prima Donna. I didn't like her on Love and Hip Hop either. I agree with you, Chase. I didn't like your delivery, Tori. I'm not gonna lie. I did not like that delivery.
Delivery.
No, he said he didn't like my delivery.
Oh no, I just wanted to say
Okay.
I didn't have a problem with delivery, but go ahead.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, I did not like the delivery. I do get where Jasmine was coming from and how it sounded, but I do get your point of view with working in corporate white America. I do get that. I do get it. 1000%. And this is the last thing. And TKC, don't be coming on here coming for the soap stars, honey. Okay? Don't come for the soap stars.
It's very Brooke Logan behavior.
Very Brooke Logan, and he is the perpetual victim, just like her. I can't stand her. I watch her every day, and she gets on my nerve. Just like every time I come on here and see TKC, he gets on my nerve.
Oh, all right, y'all.
Turn on the lights, TKC. Maybe we'll like you a little bit. Turn on the lights. Missy Midnight.
Okay, all right. What you got?
And
to
I
say
was
about
traveling. I was traveling today, y'all. That's why I kept popping in and out because the service is horrible. I am traveling.
What you think about the liver lady?
I'm not gonna say that she deserved it, but baby, you should have did what them doctors said. Just like they tell pregnant people, you don't eat before you have your baby. You don't. Yeah, you can't eat or if you like going to have surgery or something like that, they tell you don't drink this or only drink liquids. So I mean, in a way, it is messed up because it's just like, child, get that lady that liver. It ain't that deep. Get that lady that liver. But you gotta follow the doctor's orders.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Demisio, for everything. Oh my God, what is going on?
In the chat.
Yeah, in the chat, don't be trying to check me.
That's TKC again.
Oh, girl, bye. Like Eileen said,
I put her up here, so don't you take her down. TKC, what's going on? TKC, what's going on?
I pay people like that dust. Good day.
I think maybe TKC never left. I don't think he meant that was me. Maybe he didn't mean to. I don't think he was still backstage, so I thought he was trying to call in, but he actually never left backstage, so that's why. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. Well, this is one hell of a show, and I want to say, who is this? What is going? How can we help you?
She never left backstage either.
I did leave backstage. I just want to say, exactly. Bye.
What is going on? Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Happy Hour. This was so much fun today. Y'all are so messy and so shady. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost to 500 subscribers in less than 2 months. And so for all of our hard work, go ahead and reward us with, I think we're at 493. So 7 more subs to get us to 500 would be amazing. I want to thank everybody who called in today. I want to thank TKC. I want to thank Mel. I want to thank Jasmine. I want to thank Demisio for calling in and running the show. Randomly Ronnie Jr. For everybody in the group chat, from TKC to Demisio to Shantae. Oh, thank you, Shantae. To Jasmine, to Amanda K, to Art World. Hey, Art World, how you doing? To Sean, all the new people that were in here today.
Captain.
Dogface was in here. Who else?
Captain.
Oh, Shantae, yes. Oh, Captain. Shantae. To all the people who were in here, to everybody on X, thank y'all so much. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Keep showing us that love. You know, we're here like 4 nights a week. So yes. I will see you guys next week. But we probably won't be on Monday. So we'll get a schedule out for you guys. Enjoy your holiday weekend and enjoy the rest of your evening. Till next time. See you later, y'all.
Sip your drinks. I hope y'all was drinking. This was a mess.
Right, honey. Sip on your drink.
This was a mess.
Baby, sip it and tip it on that drink. I know that's right.